Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to the Healed Healer Tarot. My name is Angel. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel, where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective consciousness one unique soul at a time. This video is all about the unboxing series, where we unbox brand new decks that I have to add to my archive. So I decided to do this unboxing series so that I could show others some of the beautiful images in the cards, give you an opportunity to view the deck prior to purchasing it, but also so that you can get a chance to see what decks we use on this channel during our readings, and you can look and see if this deck inspires you, calls you, or sparks your creative intuitive muse. So, beautiful souls, the deck that we're going to be unboxing today is the Alana Fairchild Sacred Rebels Oracle. It was also artwork created by Skye Morrison. So this is the deck of honor today, and I am super excited to get into this deck and to unbox it together. So we're going to cleanse the deck for our divine use. We're going to unbox it, and then we're going to pick a card at the end to see what messages are coming through. So make sure you stay to the end so we can talk a little bit about what this particular card, or what this particular we'll pick a card and we'll see what messages want to come through for this unboxing event. So I am going to leave the book out so that way when we go to pick a card, we'll already have it handy. And I'll just leave it right here. Let's go ahead and cleanse this deck of energy, any energy that may be attached to it, so that we can bless it for our divine use. I'm going to cleanse it with a little sage. All right, beautiful souls. Infinite Spirit, open the way for guidance and protection in the perfect way. I cleanse this deck of any energy that may be attached to it, and I thank all those who had a hand in its design, creation, manufacturing, packaging, distributing, transport, and delivery for our divine use. I infuse it with only the energy of the highest vibration of love and light for our spiritual purification, enlightenment, elevation, evolution, and healing, and for all those with whom I use it to read for. I am so grateful. I am so grateful. I am so grateful, and so it is. Thank you, Alana Fairchild and Skye Morrison, for this deck, Sacred Rebel Oracle. All right, so let's go ahead and see. So this is the back side of the deck. It's the same image as on the book and on the box. And we're going to start from number 1. So the first card up is After the Storm. Number 2 is Inner Trust. Inspiration. I like the thick cardstock. It makes me feel like it's more than one card here, but there's actually only one. Yeah. And then we have the energy of Against the Grain, number 4. Number 5, Follow Your Own Rhythm. I love that. Number 6, Shock of the New. Number 7, Legacy of Light. Number 8, Be the Hunter, Not the Hunted. Number 9, What Do You Feel? Number 10, releasing allegiances. I like that. Number 11, divining for light. Diving for light. I apologize. Diving for light. I just saw the seahorses here. It's like a mermaid imagery. Beautiful. 12, every journey starts with a single step. Yes, it does. 13, power of attraction. 14, going beyond normal. I like it. 15, be bold. Big, bold vision. 16, what you want wants you. Most definitely. 17, what is already with you? It's a question. What is already with you? All. I love it. 18, spirals of manifestation. 19, dream a beautiful dream. 20, softly, softly, the tender touch. This is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. 21, beyond the mind, the heart beats. 22, she feels, she knows. I love the artwork. 23, defend to the end the worthwhile. Very wise, adorned with the owl energy, owl spirit. 24, new birth, guarded vigilante. Beautiful. I'm getting the imagery of like stone, but yet there's still growth. There's still transformation. I love it. 25, release the dark wound. Let love live. Beautiful. It's almost like a death and transformation process here. Eternal life, right? That eternity symbol there. 26, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. And be at cause. We may have to read this one even if it doesn't come out. Relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. It's an energy of 26, which is an energy that definitely talks about taking personal responsibility for relationships, for interactions, for what is. It's a higher level of awareness that was. 26, we're going to read the energy of that. 27, receiving. 28, collaborative dreaming. 29, seeing the true you. 30, the perfection of your life. I love it. There goes that 3 energy. 31, trust yourself. That's a very beautiful card. 32, faith in the process. 33, heaven sent. 34, in the world, not of the world. This is one of my favorite sayings. Ooh, I can't wait to start using this deck. 35, conscious connections. Beautiful. 36, listening for truth. 37, focus on the light. 38, restore and replenish. 39, free from judgment, free to love. Heart chakra energy. Beautiful. Number 40. Sacred Fool. Beautiful. 41, bringing it into form. 42, the word wants to be written. I love it. 43, come to life. 44, visions of life beyond death. Deep. And 45, Pandora's gift. I'm getting muse energy from this. Wow. All right, beautiful souls, let's go ahead and pick the energy. What does the divine want us to know? How are we going to be inspired through the use of this beautiful deck? Sacred Rebel Oracle by Alana Fairchild and illustrated by Autumn Skye Morrison. And I believe that card was 43. We'll have to look and see what the meaning is for that. Uh-oh. I done lost a couple of cards. That card didn't want to be picked up. It's called Releasing Allegiances. Okay. Did I lose one more? I think we got them all. Let's do 2 more shuffles. Make sure you share these videos with those that you think would love to see this deck. Also subscribe and become a part of the Soul Joyner tribe, where we learn, grow, and expand together. And our message for this unboxing is Pandora's gift. I love it. So let's go ahead and see. It is the last card, which talks about culminations, and it is an energy of 9. One of the things that I'm immediately being drawn to with this particular card, not only is it an energy vibration of 9, but it starts off with grounding energy of 4, and then it brings in the energy of the ether that we all have the ability to change, right? Change and transformation energy is coming through. So Pandora's gift. There is a mythic woman, much aligned throughout history, whose names mean all gifted. Pandora lives within us as our curious nature, yearning to conquer chaos, evil, and darkness with the light of knowledge. She is the hopeful voice of our soul that asks the questions, and in doing so triggers the process that brings the answers. Sometimes it is through uncomfortable learning that we find our treasure. Pandora reminds us that the process of learning can take us to places that seem like the end of our world, and yet all is not lost. Even now, the light within you is stirring for new revelation, new life, and new adventure. Pandora is all gifted and all giving. Her presence invites you to forego your belief in judgment. Now is the time to surrender to the misplaced guilt that you may have brought upon yourself or another, some terrible happening. It is time to let go of the shame-based beliefs in punishment. This is a belief that you deserve to be brought to task over any perceived imperfection, or that your natural human journey somehow renders you inadequate. Pandora frees the soul from such torment. This is her gift. The human journey necessarily involves learning through experience. There is no shame in your learning process. Pandora's presence is the sign of a new time, a time to swap the notion of inherent shame for the acceptance of inherent divinity. From this moment on, how unstoppable you shall become. Sacred rebellion is happening within your soul as a powerful uprising towards liberation. You are breaking free from the weighty criticism of the world, from the power games that bore your senseless, and from the insanity of sacrilegious priorities in this world. Dare to disobey anything and everything that is not divine. Pandora is the leader of your soul revolution. She defies the vicious judgments of history and all that has been said about her. She shrugs off misery, despair, and the weight of the world to recognize that she is the bearer of the true and beautiful light of peace, comfort, hope, and reassurance. With her oracle comes the realization that you too are a divinely defiant believer in hope, who shall cast off the works of anyone who seeks to torment you. As this shift takes place, you shall dare to look within your own being and find the light. You are being put on divine notice from the sacred feminine that there is a talent and ability within you that needs to be acknowledged. There is a worthy seed of something beautiful and necessary within you. If you choose to develop and express this seed, step by step, it will become an extraordinary light in your life and in the world. So, poke your own tongue out at the naysayers and turn your attention to the bright hope within. You were born to strut your soul stuff. The healing process. Begin by grounding your attention in the here and now, away from the daily distractions of your own thoughts. The process will take you beyond intellect and into the purely intuitive knowing, encoded in the divine light of your soul. Sit or stand comfortably and relax. Place your hands on your heart and close your eyes for a few moments. When you are ready, you can lower your hands and say the following aloud. My heart lights is unmasked from shame, fear, and doubt. Those that seek to torment me are unequivocally uninvited now. I bow only before divine truth, light, and love. All else is summarily dismissed. If you would like to add the dramatic flair, some hissing, yelling, tongue poking, or some other respect for your right to live as you choose, but you aren't, welcome in my soul to get lost action. Feel free. Then take a few moments to imagine, feel, visualize, or intend that you are breathing divine light in and out of your heart. As you breathe this light, anything that is not of your highest good flies out of your heart at the front and back and the sides, and the light simply grows and grows. Relax as you do this. It is so natural for the heart to amplify divine light. It is a way that the soul breathes. When you are ready, say the following aloud. I give true, divine, beloved permission. So good, so guide. I give the true, divine, beloved permission to guide me into fulfillment of my sacred gifts, talents, and destiny. May all that was originally intended for me be released into being and protected through divine protection, grace, and my own free will. So be it. Place your hands in prayer at your heart and bow your head. You have completed your healing process. Healing starts with you, my beautiful souls. So let me see if I can remember what card I wanted to read. I thought it was 43. It wasn't the Sacred Fool. Was it 43? That's 42. Nope, it wasn't Come to Life, I don't believe. Was it My Favorite Saying, being of the world and not from it? Now I can't remember which card I wanted to read. Well, I am going to read the whole book and really dig deep into these cards, so when we use them together, I'll already be in tuned and in tapped with the energy. It was 34. Okay, not 43, 34. In the world and not of the world. That is one of my favorite sayings. So, well, oh yeah. Well, Source said yes. Pull the card out. Most definitely. We want to put the card up so that we can see it. Be in the world and not of the world. And it is number 34. I wrote a chapter in an anthology, and that is a part of the anthology, to be in the world and not of the world. And it is a beautiful chapter. It's all about my soul's journey and the journey of spiritual enlightenment and spiritual awakening. I'll pin that in the comment section or in the description box if anyone would love to read about my spiritual awakening and my journey to the divine. It is in a book entitled Resilient Black Women Who Are Shaping the World with Their Faith. And my particular chapter is called Living in Reverse, The Hero's Journey. It is a small piece of a larger compilation of the 21 or 22 major arcana and our spiritual journey back to the divine. Very interesting chapter, and I cannot wait to finish the book. All right, number 34. In the world, not of the world. It is safe for you to become naked with life. This doesn't necessarily mean stripping off and running wild in public. It does mean stripping back your belief, strongholds, and mental or emotional security blanket so that you can live with less obstruction than ever before. Imagine the conditioning that has kept life away from you, just kept it dropping out of your hands like keys, coins, or clocks. Conditioned beliefs about money, time, security, having, locking away, holding, and controlling can be surrendered and allowed to fall away. What would it be like to feel as though you were on holiday every day? Perhaps there would be a softening in your way with life, an implicit trust in its flow, and a faith in the ability of time to bend and stretch as needed so that all may be accomplished. It is at an advanced stage of our spiritual relationship with life that we are able to feel held within it sufficiently enough to surrender our defenses layer by layer and to nakedly accept what is. This oracle comes as a message to you. Sometimes we need our defenses. At other times, it is clear we are outgrowing them. There is something that you have outgrown. It has to do with your ideas about productivity, time, control, and money. It has to do with abundance, trust, and living with fundamental belief that everything is going to turn out okay. You are ready to be much more vulnerable and exposed in life. You don't have to hide behind being organized, perfect, in control, or financially secure and stable, nor do you need any other acceptable social face. It is time for you to loosen the strings of your own controlling nature. They are too tight and too restrictive for you anyway. You were born to live in a much free way. When you live as you innately are, rather than how you have been conditioned to be, you will experience greater joy, freedom, and support. When you are not resisting yourself or resisting life, there is less resistance, what you need as it comes to you. If you have also drawn the Oracle of Faith in the process, this is particularly strong message for you. The message is that you are shedding. It might be an identity. It might be a status symbol such as a car, home, or a suburb. And it could even be a socially admired relationship. You are shedding because no matter what the appearance of things, those old forms were too constricting for you. It is almost like your spirit was trying to walk out in shoes several sizes too small. They were starting to pinch. The seams were rippling, and eventually they would fall apart completely. Likewise, you are being stripped of internal beliefs that are failing you, perhaps eternally, externally as well. Whether this seems to be your choice or not, make no mistakes, it is your own spirit in cahoots with the loving spirit of life, and that has brought this situation about. So you are being guided to trust. If you have also drawn the oracle Trust Yourself, then you are not only being guided to rely on life, but also on your own inner knowing, because at some level you get it. You understand and know that this is all freeing you. After letting go, there comes a temporary emptiness that provides a greater space for fulfillment to come forth. Healing process, my beautiful souls. Imagine you are running naked into a sea, ocean, river, or waterfall. Be cleansed. Feel it happening. Be with it and enjoy the sensation of it. Feel freed of any weight that you no longer need, be it physical, emotional, mental, or spiritual. Let go on all levels. When you are ready, just open your eyes and rest for a few moments before going back into your day or evening. You have completed your healing process. I love this deck. All right, beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining this unboxing with me. Share these videos with those that you think would love to see this tarot deck or oracle deck as well. Subscribe, become a part of the Soul Joyner tribe where we learn, grow, and expand together, working to raise the collective consciousness one unique soul at a time. And that unique soul is you. Until our soul paths cross again, Soul Joiners, I am wishing you love, peace, happiness, blessings, and abundance be on to you. Have a blessed and abundant day. Namaste.